Welcome everybody to Extreme Power No Handling, and today we're dealing with the 2007 Toyota Hilux Arctic Trucks AT38. Now this has 1060 horsepower and 889 pounds-feet of torque, and the car itself weighs 4658 pounds, and it can do 0 to 60 in 3.362 seconds, 0 to 100 in 5.988 seconds, going on to a top speed of 205 miles an hour. So yeah, we've already had the Land Cruiser version from Arctic Trucks previously in this series from a few weeks ago, so I thought why not try out this old favourite that we've had on previous Forza games like Horizon 3 and see what it can do. Now obviously they are sort of similar, they're big off-road four-wheel drive vehicles that originally had diesel engines up front, but you know, obviously they've been changed, and this hopefully should do even better than that Land Cruiser, because even stock has better handling, better braking. But obviously this also has slightly more power and slightly less weight. So yeah, I'm hoping this will do even better than that Land Cruiser, and who knows, it might be even able to beat the Jeep Cherokee Trackhawk, or even the current two leaders, Subaru Legacy B4 or Porsche Cayenne Turbo, but that might be stretching it a bit. But nonetheless, let's take this really rather large off-roader out there and see what it can do. So yeah, obviously this car's more used to being, you know, used off-road, which is the whole purpose of the vehicle, but hopefully it'll do well here. And obviously we can't really see, so I'll have to change the camera to this position for this episode. So yeah, the all-wheel drive will help in terms of the rain and the puddles, and in terms of keeping that power in check, because it is far more power than it had originally from a far bigger engine. So yeah, as you can see, it's got quite rolly handling, which is no surprise. It is set up, like I said, for off-roading, not for really going around tracks. But at least the brakes are better than the Land Cruiser. We can brake later. Fairly quick for such a big vehicle as well. That's a pretty good time for a first lap, moment 29.910. That's not all that far off the first lap time that the Porsche Cayenne posted, which was fairly quick. So yeah, really confident that this car is going to do really well on this series, if we can keep it in check. Because yeah, it still has a tendency to, you know, not behave, considering, you know, which is no surprise considering it's got so much more power than it had originally. If we can keep it relatively smooth, unlike doing that, we'll be alright. Whoa! Okay then. Well, I knew the suspension was soft, but I wasn't expecting us to roll over like that. Right, got to avoid that corner like the plague. Well, we've kind of ruined that lap, but at least we've learnt a lesson. This car is top heavy and has wallowy suspension. I think that's our first rollover on this series. Well, as long as we don't clip that corner like we did, then we should do better this lap time. Really caught me off guard. But a mistake is only bad when you don't learn from it. Fair bit of understeer there as well, which I've got to keep in check. And avoid that corner. Go, much better. Well, the front was rising up then, I felt it. So yeah, the suspension is not the best on this, but then again, like I said, it's set up for off-roading. It's not set up for going around a track with more than 1,000 horsepower. That's why I like this series so much. It exposes the flaws in cars in their stock handling form. But 1 minute 26.173 there is fairly quick. I think that is quicker than the Land Cruiser. We'll find out when we've finished off this next couple of laps. Those brakes being better do certainly help. Means you can correct a mistake a lot easier. 125 mile an hour on that straight is not half bad for a car like this. Right, final lap, and we did improve slightly there as well at 1 minute 25.808. So let's see if we can get any more time out of this really rather weird vehicle. Weird in the sense that I really wasn't expecting it to behave the way it's behaving. But again, that's why I like doing this series so much. It exposes unpredictabilities in vehicles when you don't bother with their handling upgrades and you just, you know, purely upgrade the engine. There's any reason to have good, you know, odd, you know, slightly unsuitable vehicles like this on this game. Have fun with it in this regard. Well, no improvement on that final lap and a bit of a wheelie across the finish line, but yeah, 1 minute 25.808 is the final time that this vehicle set, and yeah, that is pretty damn good, quite frankly. It's quicker than the Land Cruiser by 0.8 of a second or more, which is fairly good. And even though it didn't beat the Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk, it really wasn't all that far off. It less than 0.2 of a second off that Jeep. So considering that Jeep, you know, is set up for more of a track-orientated, you know, goings out. It's obviously even called a Trackhawk. It's, you know, really not all that great in terms of handling, and it shows that this car is only slightly behind it, despite, you know, being more of an off-road vehicle than that Jeep. So yeah, fairly impressed with that, and it's beaten practically every other off-roader as well on this series so far, like the Nissan Safari Turbo, Jeep Trailcat, Audi Q7, Lamborghini LM002, and the Volkswagen Touareg. But it is still, you know, not the fastest by any means. Way off the Porsche Cayenne Turbo by nearly 3 seconds. So yeah, still some ways off from being top of the leaderboard, but you know, it's gone into 6th place, which, like I said, for a massive off-roader like this, it is more suitable for inhospitable places rather than, you know, a track. Is fairly decent, and yeah, that's a good time, especially considering, like we saw, it had pretty wallowy suspension to the point where we either roll over or the front lifts up. So yeah, fairly decent, and yeah, you know, performed a lot better than I was expecting it to. I was expecting it to be, you know, pretty much dead on with the Land Cruiser, but nearly a second quicker, which is not half bad. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.